How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Mercenary, Deadeye. Psyphreak, Saboteur. Sentinel, Commando. Commando chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence.
Can't believe you
That thing? I'm right here.
better half.
The best end is the...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life stopped. sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Carving it up. A smart foe would leave now. Smirked. That's a good find. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. deadly. Every little bit helps. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single... Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is... It's going to take a bit of... It's coming from behind that door. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. The last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for...
Koibe o korfabe koievun tuvun bunun valu alu herua.
He doesn't seem...
Koibe o korfabe kutuvun poputu to wata.
The legend of the one-eyed child that...
Beboko kontabe ayamu aya.
The child could have been anyone, but the...
Cantita duela bofo. Beboko cantita duela bofo. Balu utulua. Ugabun ang ugagan yebromo buf lodulu bayo.
He said
Kobwa yake.
it was after the attack that the unity fell apart.
Hondo kontue bon yevun kojo.
After...
Koyetu korebo. Befabi ida.
asks if you were... You're such a good child, so you probably did. You found one. You should be proud. The mono... Only time will tell. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. You'll need a net to catch the mono, and he wants you to use his... But today, your focus is getting... One day, the land won't... He says you'd better hurry back to the... He looked.
Poiketawa?
The tree started to die when
Tovohu, Yuba.
records tell of the ruinous devastation that topped. His friend Gizmo is working on a mechton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Tamuk Gabamuktab, Ebazo Dobu Yuba Duluwawa.
The road.
Yatu Yao Mawa, Ikamapena.
He wants you to.
Ikobe, Iva Ewe Bobuye, Ya Yumawa.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. Getting swole. A signpost maps it out. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Tu bisereien er sabt op bag. Hvad nogle budget. Penne Lassie taler som os.
He worries there won't be much.
Tolen er så. Penne I to Lukas lad for tår eller matzo peso så.
Anyway, he needs help and set.
Tile taler noget så prinsejren.
He's
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts.
Not as much as it hurts.
Always making the...
And you're always trying to...
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important.
Le yayato valo alo hero. Cantita duela bofo. Oloi bobo paweg.
Regardless of who you... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
E baso do bubu bugoye.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Toledrea. Ya maoloa, maotoliaoahu.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen.
Potowata.
In Jagni's case, letting the...
Potowata. Ikobe. Ifari kobo farm.
He'll be waiting for you beneath...
Mauketo.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. It's a bridge. Just get over it.
carving it up.
The scrap keeps piling up. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. Hardened. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see.